First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The give to the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a reverse. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. At the 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Auburn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Terry. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so fun.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set up and then getting upfield.
Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the right side. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
You'll call for the fair catch here. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense. And
the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it and make them miss. Try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate play.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Dropping back, it's Terry. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Terry. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by the...
And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Walters. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...